There are many different types of gold and silver products out there if you want to invest in precious metals, but there is one in particular that you should absolutely avoid at all costs, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. Let's get into it. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. I have been buying precious metals for about 8 years now, and along the way, I've accumulated a lot of different types, and I've realized there's one that stands above the rest that you should absolutely avoid, especially if you're new to buying precious metals and you're kind of wondering, what should I stay away from? I'm going to make it absolutely crystal clear in this video, and I'm going to show you some positive alternatives you could go for instead. I'm just going to come out and say it. The thing you should avoid is high premium gold and silver collectibles. And I actually have a nightmare story that was told to me by the CEO of SD Bullion earlier this year. So when I play the clip, you're going to notice the price of gold and silver quite a bit lower than it is today, but the story still rings true. This is insane.
I got to tell you, since his name is on screen, we had a customer call in, a person call in actually. His mother bought gold when it was $1,800 from this company on screen here, spent from her retirement account, rolled over $1 million, Dragons $1 million from her retirement account into physical gold with this company when gold was $1,800. Okay, what's gold today? Let's check our website. 2765. He called us, her son called us about 3 months ago now, excited. Oh, gold's up, $2,700. Let's see what mom's gold's worth. Okay, because they bought from a company like this, their gold in 2024, even though they bought it when the gold price was $1,800, was worth $550,000.
That's it?
$1 million. That's it. $1 million when gold was at $1,800 was worth $550,000. That's a 100% markup.
Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. So gold went up about $900 an ounce, but their gold that they invested in through that company was almost worth half what it was when they bought it.
Yeah, they bought high premium stuff. So effectively the commission on that would have been about $500,000.
Oh my
gosh. $500,000. Yeah.
So there you have it. And it's heartbreaking to watch an innocent victim being taken advantage of because they simply don't know better. So I'm going to start with the gold and then we'll go to the silver. I'll talk about some of the things people are buying and what you should buy instead. The first thing to avoid is slabbed and graded pre-33 gold coins, because to be quite frank, this is a specialized market and you need to know what you're buying and how much it's worth. But most people who are new to precious metals simply don't know the value of these coins. They don't know that they're being wildly overcharged in some cases. So what I recommend buying instead is something like this. I've got some pre-33 gold coins here, and these are actually damaged. They are cleaned and considered jewelry grade gold coins, but I was able to buy these right around spot price. So it's much safer to invest in precious metals if you're getting them around spot, because there aren't these wild premiums that you have to, well, wait for gold to go over before you can actually make any money when it comes to reselling your investment. Some other things that you might be tempted to buy are gold collectible coins or bars. This one here is the Red Dragon of Wales. It does have a massive premium over spot, so that's something you got to watch out for. And then this one here is just a small 1 gram Year of the Dragon bar, and something like this is going to have a high premium because it's so small, but also because of the Year of the Dragon, right? So a little bit of collectible aspect as well. Instead of buying stuff like this, you should just buy bullion coins. So I've got an American Gold Eagle here. This is probably one of the best things you could be buying, especially if you live in America. And then I also have a 24 karat American Gold Buffalo. A lot of people like these more because they're pure gold. It's a little more expensive than the Eagles, but still a much better alternative to collectible gold bullion. Now let's get to the silver. And one thing I've seen floating around out there that is unfortunately making the rounds is slabbed and graded Morgan dollars, especially these newer ones. These are less than an ounce of silver, but they're going to cost you over $100 to buy. So instead of buying graded slabbed Morgan dollars, you could simply buy raw Morgan dollars. These ones here are considered damaged and they don't carry a very high premium above spot. In fact, you can even pick up stuff like this around spot from your local coin shop, or if an online bullion dealer is having a sale. So just get the raw coins. You don't need the plastic. What you're really going for is the metal, because you want exposure to the price of silver or the price of gold, so you don't need the collectible stuff at all. And probably something even better would be the junk silver half dollars, quarters, and dimes. These are all minted prior to 1965. They contain 90% silver, and stuff like this is on sale right now. So you can buy it usually around spot, sometimes even under spot. So keep an eye out for the deals. Next up, we have some graded and slabbed American Silver Eagles, and this is probably one of the biggest scams out there. I mean, slabbed and graded bullion coins, there's no reason that these need to be in slabs. This is just a regular American Silver Eagle here. It's got some special stuff on the label, but really this is not worth much more than an ordinary Silver Eagle that's not in any type of packaging. And these other three actually all have privy marks on them. You've got the V75, you've got the star, and you've got the Eagle privy. So these are a little bit more specialized, but they are going to be harder to resell down the road. So I would say avoid stuff like this and instead just go for the regular ungraded, unslabbed American Silver Eagles, because again, you're looking for exposure to the price of silver. So this is good enough. This is really all that you want. But I will say the premiums on Silver Eagles have been going up recently. So instead of buying these, you could look to buy silver bars. I've got some larger bars here on the side, a 1 kilo, 100-ounce bar, some smaller ones. Or you could try and find silver coins. These are some that I picked up at coin shows. This one I think I actually got at spot, and it's a silver Libertad from Mexico. Such a beautiful coin right there. I've got some of the older style ones as well. Sometimes you can find this stuff cheap, and so if you go to a coin show or a coin shop, ask if they have any good deals, ask if they have anything on sale, because you might be surprised. And then I've got some silver collectibles here. This one is the Knights of the Past. It actually is a pretty cool design, but the premium on these pieces is just absolutely outrageous. And look at the packaging too. Here is the Copernicus. So maybe if you're into planets, you would like something like this. But things like this are just not worth it to be buying because they cost so much over spot. And maybe if you already have a large stack of silver and gold and you're just doing it for fun now and you want to pick up a couple of these every now and again, it's not the end of the world. This could also be a good gift, but stuff like this is not advisable for stacking or investing in silver. Instead, I would be buying silver rounds. These are probably one of the best things you could be buying right now. So we've got some buffaloes, we've got one here from the Sunshine Mint, and this is probably going to be your bread and butter. This is what I've been focusing on mostly this year because you could just get silver rounds so close to spot price. So you can get the most silver for your money. And in fact, I did a whole video talking about silver rounds with Harry over at Harry's Coin Shop. If you missed that video, I'll put a link to it at the end of this one, and also put a banner up in the corner. You can just click on that if you like. But look, silver rounds I think are probably the number one thing that most of us should be stacking if you're not buying big silver bars. And you know what? If you don't like the silver rounds, if you want something a little bit more fun, you can get something like the Eagle Stackers. These are made by Scottsdale Mint, and they are a little bit closer to the spot price, so they're fun. They just stack up like that. You can actually see the Incuse Eagle on the back side. But yeah, something like this is going to be a little bit closer to spot. I guess that's the bottom line. You do not want to be paying high premiums. So the high premium gold and the high premium silver, you should just avoid. buy as close to spot as you possibly can. And probably the best place to buy this stuff is either going to be from a trusted online bullion dealer or simply from your local coin shop. It's always nice to build that relationship with your local coin shop or your LCS because they can simply set stuff aside for you. They can call you when something comes in. And when it comes time to sell, you already have that relationship in place. So that's a little bonus tip for you guys. If you have any other bonus tips, feel free to put those down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.